What up, Raffalitas? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to bring you a video on business. This is for my business channel. For all my young subscribers who've been asking me to make an update on how to start a business in Guyana, this video is for you. So I made a bunch of videos on business, running a business, starting a business, and so on. And one of my most popular videos was how to start a business. But that was made about 3 or 4 years ago, and now it's time to make an updated version of that video. So I'm going to address in this video how it is possible to start multiple businesses at the same time, how it is possible to start billion-dollar businesses, and when is it the right time to register your business. So how is it possible to start a billion-dollar business or any business, multiple businesses, any number of businesses? The first thing is you have to understand is that there is one irreducible feature of all businesses. So all businesses can be boiled down to one thing, and that thing is arbitrage. What is arbitrage? Arbitrage is when you buy something cheap and you sell it at a higher price, right? So all businesses are based on arbitrage. You buy low and you sell high. So if you're buying stocks, you buy it at a lower price and you sell it at a higher price. The difference is your profit, right? If you're making cars, you calculate all the cost of labor and the cost of materials, and when you combine that, you sell the car at a price that is higher than the cost of production. That's arbitrage. Remember Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy who ran FTX into the ground, right? Everybody was after cryptocurrency, and everybody was excited about the rapid, quick money you could make in cryptocurrency. You could become a billionaire in a matter of weeks or months or years. So Sam Bankman-Fried, what he found out is that you could buy cryptocurrency in the US and you could sell it back in Japan at a higher price. So what he was doing was arbitrage, right? Even if you run an airline company, what you're doing is arbitrage. You calculate the cost of leasing your plane, the cost of paying your staff, cost of ground crew, cost of maintenance, and all of that, you combine all of those costs and you price your tickets so that on a monthly basis or a weekly basis or an annual basis, you make more money than you spend. That's arbitrage. So the one thing that is the same for all businesses is arbitrage. You buy low and you sell high. And that is what makes it possible for me to run multiple businesses, because I understand that all businesses, regardless of whether it's a car company that I'm starting or a airline company that I'm starting, or selling chocolates online, or I'm selling clothing online, or I'm running a university, all business is arbitrage. That's number one for my young people. Now the second question is, how is it possible to create multiple businesses at the same time? Well, the thing is, if you understand, there are only three units, three parts of a business that you need to master. And if you can master, you can package these three parts into a tool, into three tools. Then you can package those tools, you can repackage those three tools into any number of businesses at the same time, right? Because once you solve that problem, those three tasks that you have to solve, then all you have to do is to solve the same problem for every other business you create. So I can create 25 businesses simultaneously because I have solved those three problems, those three tasks. I've created tools to solve those three tasks. Now, what are those three tasks? Number one is data. You have to be able to collect and manage data, right? So if you're running a business in the modern era, even if you're running a business that is not digital, let's say you are renting apartments or you're a landlord, you have to be able to write a receipt every time you collect the rent, right? And that receipt that you write, that is data. It keeps a record of your income for tax purposes and for purposes in future to calculate how much it is going to cost you to run repairs on the apartments, and how much you have to raise the rent. All of this is data, right? So the first thing you have to do is you have to find a way to manage data. You have to either build tools. In the old days, you write a bill, you itemize the bill, you keep a track of all the costs, you write receipts, and you keep a track of all the expenses, and at the end of the day, all of that data goes into how much you charge. And if your expenses are more than your revenue, then you're running at a loss. You don't have a business. So unless you have a record of this data, right, you don't have a business. That data allows you to do your accounting, for example, at tax time. So you have to have a way to keep track of data. Number 2 is you need customer relations management. You need a customer relations management system, because your customer is how you earn money, right? So you have to be able to contact the customer, connect with the customer. You have to be able to have a relationship with the customer. You have to be able to motivate them and advertise to them and encourage them to buy your product, right? You have to have an ongoing relationship with your customer. You need to keep you have to have a way to reach out to new customers. You have to have a way to acquire new customers. So number 2 is you have to have a customer relations management system. You have to have a way, if your customer has a problem with your product, for them to contact you and get redress, for them to be able to rectify any problem they have with your product. So number 1 is data, and number 2 is customer relations management. What is number 3? Obviously, is money, right? You have to have a way to do financial transactions. You either have to accept credit cards or debit cards or cash payments. So you have to have a way to accept payments. That's number 3. If you put these 3 things together, collecting data, customer relations management, and managing or conducting financial transactions, that's the core of any business. If you have created tools to do these things, then you can create multiple businesses at the same time by repackaging this tool, whether it be for a intercontinental airline company, an intercontinental private jet company, which I am creating. What I want is a way to reach customers. I want a way to collect data. In other words, where they live, where the destination is, where they're leaving from, the airport they're leaving from, and I want to be able to collect payment, right? So if I have these 3 things in tools that I've created, then I can create any company. I can create a university. I can create a jet airline company. I can create an online store. I can create a pharmaceutical company. I can create any number of companies simultaneously, because I have created these 3 tools which I can repackage at will any number of times, right? So that's for my young people. If you want to start a business, make sure you understand arbitrage, that you have to buy low and sell high. And the difference is your profits. And you keep track of your profits, because at tax time, you're going to have to report and pay taxes on it. That's why some people, for example, reinvest those profits, and so that you don't have to pay taxes, you keep growing the business, right? But if you don't have data, none of this is possible. Second, or the 3 things that are common, that are the tools that you need for any business so you can start multiple businesses. You need a way to collect data. You need a way to reach out to your customers, have a customer relationship management system, customer relations management system, and you need financial transactions. You need to be able to accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, PayPal, all of these payment tools, or cash. You need to be able to conduct transactions in. Those are the 3 tools. And finally, when is the right time for you to register your business? So one of my young subscribers asked me, suggested to me, that he can go down and register his business, and he's happy to start a business. Now I suggested to him that that's probably not the best idea, because you're going to spend $5,000, Guyana registering your business, but you have no income. Your business is not generating revenue. So the thing is, you want to make sure that you have revenue first, or you've lined up revenue before you register your businesses. Now, it depends on the kind of business. If you want to run a business where you are procuring government contracts, or contracts from the U.S. Army, U.S. military, or contracts, from ExxonMobil, then they would like you to have a registered business before. There's no guarantee that you're going to get contracts, but they want to make sure that your business is past certain inspection, right? So in that case, in those particular cases, you need to register your business before you start conducting business. But in most other cases, if you're doing a private business, you should wait until you have revenue before you register, because then you will be registering your business on income that you've already made. You're actually certain that you can make money. You're not going to register a business and then a year later you're not able to continue because you made no money, right? So that's the idea, guys. All businesses arbitrage, collect data, build a customer relations management system, collect payments, a system to collect payments, so that you can package this in any number of businesses you create. So that's what's up, guys. That's how I run businesses. That's how I run multiple businesses at the same time. I do all of my coding myself, right? So I don't really need investors and millions of dollars to start a new business, because I can simply write the code, repackage it, and create a new business. You want to see more content like this? Click like and subscribe. Remember, this video is going to be on my business channel. If you have not registered yet, or you have not subscribed yet, go over to my business channel. I'll be posting all of these videos eventually on my business channel. They will not be posted here on the main channel first. I will simply post them on the business channel, so make sure you register there for all my business videos. I have 10 channels, and you should register on all of them if you want to see all the content on all of my channels. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing country in the world, Guyana. Later!